Welcome to Finney Gets Fit. Now this is a channel I'm starting just to document my weight loss journey, and most likely it'll probably be just for my own records because I'm not sure anybody will even watch these videos, but I'm going to do it just so I have something to look back on to see what I did. And I'm going to give you a little background, a little introduction to myself so you kind of know who I am. My name's Brad Finney, obviously Finney Gets Fit, and I'm from Central Illinois, pretty small town. And I started a weight loss journey last September 2015, and I weighed in at a whopping 351. And I'm only 5'11", so I'm not like super tall or anything. And I'm 30 years old. I got 2 kids and a wife, and it just took some time to realize that I need to get healthy, or the inevitable is going to happen. I might die. I might die before my kids grow up, or anything like that. So I was watching YouTube one day and stumbled across Obese to Beast, John Glaud's channel, and I saw his transformation video, and it was just like, it was unbelievable is what it was. I couldn't believe that it really happened. Like, a person could do that. Like, you see it on TV and stuff like that, but you don't believe it. And then I saw his video, and it was just like, okay, if this guy can do it, maybe I can do it. So it was like that click moment. He talks about that click moment he had. So I instantly went to the fridge and just threw all my Dr. Pepper away, because that was like my lifeblood was fucking, Dr. Pepper. So I threw all the Dr. Pepper away, threw all the junk food away, and texted my wife and said, we're going to the store tonight, we're buying all healthy food. And since that day, on September 1st, I've been eating right, exercising 5 days a week, and I've lost currently 98 pounds. So I'm down to 253 right now, which is probably the lowest I've been in 7, 8, maybe even 10 years. I mean, I was like in that ballpark probably when I graduated high school, maybe a little under, but I haven't been that low in forever. So, it's pretty exciting to be, 250, and I'm nowhere near done, because I want to see what I look like at 230 and 220 and maybe, 200. I don't even know. It's like I don't necessarily have a goal weight. I want to get to where I feel good, I look good, and then, everything will stem from that. So then in my head I have 200 for some reason. That's just where I want to go and see what it's like. So this channel will just be like, I'll probably do some type of vlogging style-ish. It'll be like, things that I'm eating, and, I don't know if I'll film any, like, work it out, because my gym where I live, people would probably think I'm a psychopath if I pull out a video camera and start recording me lifting weights. But I'll probably, Snapchat is FinFun17 if you want to follow me on Snapchat, but I don't have any subscribers yet, so nobody's going to know that. So, but I'll post on Instagram, Finney Gets Fit, and, maybe I'll build this into, a little community, and, if I get any followers, then that'll be great, and subscribers, then I'm more than willing to help. There's so many people on YouTube that can help you, and I'm just jumping on the bandwagon, but like I said, I'm more or less doing this for myself, so I have something to look back on and show my kids when they get older and be like, your dad used to be out of shape, and now look at him. So it should be fun, and I think it'll be interesting. I'm really enjoying working out. It's April 20th today, so I've been on this journey for September, like 7 months. So it's been pretty good. I'm pretty happy with where I am so far. I'm not doing it the unhealthy way like I used to, where I used to crash diet and just eat like 500 calories a day, and I would drop tons of weight. But that that wasn't healthy. That wasn't the way to sustain a weight loss. Like, you can't do that. You can't eat 2 chicken breasts and a bag of broccoli and drink tons of water all day and that's it. I mean, you're just miserable, and watching, like John Glaud on Obese to Beast and Humorous Fitness and guys like that, and they showed me that you can eat, like, carbs are not the enemy, like, it's all about, what you put in your body, calories in versus calories out, and that will make so much more sense when you start doing it, like, and you start seeing results, and you're like, oh, I can have a potato, I can eat a piece of bread, I could do that kind of stuff, and I'm not gonna, get fat, you know what I mean? Like, it's all about making the right choices. Yes, there's cleaner foods and dirtier foods, obviously, I mean, dirty foods, but, like, unhealthy foods, and you need fats, like, I always thought, everything should be no fat, but that's not the case either. There's good fats that you need to get, like eggs and, like nuts, they have good fats in there that are really good for your health. Like, I just recently started going to the doctor because I wanted to find out where I was, health-wise, and turns out I have low cholesterol. My good cholesterol's low, which is good fats, because, in my head, I'm like, don't eat fat, so now I've been eating more fat, good fats, and trying to get, my macros to match up to what I need, for my size. And it's a learning curve. You're gonna struggle, you're gonna try, and some things work for some people, some things work, for other people. Nobody's the same, like, I can eat, 2,400 calories in a day and still lose weight, and then my wife can eat 1,200 calories in a day and lose weight. That's a drastic difference, but that's different size people too. My wife's only 5 foot tall, so it's just one of those things. You gotta just start somewhere. Whether it's just, you don't even have to count calories if you want to at first. Just make smarter decisions, like portion size. If you're gonna eat a turkey sandwich instead of eating a McDouble from McDonald's, or whether, you want to have French fries, well, make your own French fries. Slice up a potato and make your own, and don't deep fry them, bake them. That'll be healthier for you, and just cut your portion size back, instead of eating, a whole bag of potatoes, just eat like one or two potatoes, or, eat half a sandwich, or, just cut things back in reduction, and just don't drink your calories. Do not drink, a case of soda every 2 days like I was. I mean, I used to drink easily a 12-pack of soda a day, and top of that, I would drink 8 to 10 beers a night. Like, I was turning into a raging alcoholic. Like, I was so unhealthy, it was stupid. And I don't know how I didn't realize it. Like, it was bad. And now that I think about it, I'm like, I'm 30 years old. Like, fuck, I could have died. Like, 351 pounds, that's a big boy, for only being 5'11", It's not like I'm 6'6" or 6'7", or, 351 pounds would look okay, but it was very unhealthy. And, I finally realized that. It took me, 30 years. I've struggled with weight my whole life. I've been the big kid, my whole life. Since I was 5, I started gaining weight and got bigger. Every year I went up a size, and it was just like, oh, I'll get older. I was looking at my dad and, my uncles and stuff. I'm like, oh, well, my dad was pudgy when he was younger, so, but then he thinned out when he got older. So that'll happen to me, I'll just thin out. Well, that didn't happen. I went into high school at like 200. Freshman year, I was probably 220, I think. And, I played sports and everything, so I would, like, go into the school year 20 pounds heavier than I was the year before, and I would lose the 20 pounds, playing football and baseball and stuff like that. And then the summer would come, and I would gain that 20 back, so it was kind of like, but my mom had me on a diet all 4 years of high school. I'd wake up and eat, like, a boiled egg and a piece of wheat toast, and then I would eat, like, a chicken breast, and like, my mom made all my foods for me to eat, and I was drinking skim milk, and if I was allowed a soda, it was like a Sprite Zero once a week, or once a day, so I've been on diets my whole life, and I've been miserable about them my whole life, and then I'd get off the diet and be happy with eating bad food, because I love food. Everybody loves food. But now I'm on this diet. I shouldn't call it a diet. This is my lifestyle change. I'm not going to eat any way different forever, ever again. This is how I'm going to eat. But it's sustainable. You get to the point where you don't have, how many calories are in things. You look at something, you're like, oh, a bag of pretzels. Oh, well, 28 grams of pretzels is 110 calories. Or you're looking at, 4-ounce chicken breast is 200 calories, or 4 ounces of lean ground beef is 170 calories. Like, you just know it because you do it so much. You get used to it. So you don't have to, like, use MyFitnessPal for the rest of your life. But, once you get everything under control and you get where you're comfortable with, tracking your foods without it, I'm not to that point yet. I count and weigh everything. I mean every single thing. Like, I weigh out everything. But that's what helps me, because I'm neurotic about it for some reason. But you can do it. I mean, anybody can do this. If you have to want to do it. If you don't want to do it, it won't work. I mean, that's just simple. I wanted to do it for years, but I didn't really want to do it. Now, I want it. Like, I really want to be physically fit and show my kids that, their dad's not this big slob standing on the sidelines while they play sports, like, breathing heavy. Is he going to keel over? Like, I didn't want to be that dad. I wanted to be, someone my son could look up to and be like, my dad's a cool dad, he's in shape, and show him the right way, because childhood obesity is terrible. I went through it my whole life, and I don't want my children to have to go through that. My son and daughter, I do not want them to grow up, being, 30 or 40 pounds overweight, at the age of 5, or, and a lot of that has to do with parents, enabling them, because it's your baby, you want your kids to be happy. If they want, cheeseburgers and french fries all the time, then that's what you give them. But, it's sometimes you gotta reel it in and teach them that food is, not to be afraid of food, because I was to the point of being afraid of food. But you want them to learn that, food is fuel, and you can like food, but there's good food out there that's good for you and tastes good. You just got to know how to prepare it, and, know what things to get away from. That, there's a substitute for everything, like syrup. They make sugar-free syrup. It's delicious. There's a substitute for all the bad things. There's a good version of it that, of course, doesn't taste exactly the same, but tastes just as good, and it's, half the calories or a quarter of the calories. So I'm just rambling on. This video. It's like 13 minutes, but that's just an introduction to me. I would love to, grow this into, have a few subscribers, or somebody, would like to watch these videos, and maybe it'll help them out. I don't know. Maybe it won't. But, like I said, I just want to document this for my own reasons, and so I have something to look back on. But, if you do stumble upon this video, give it a like, subscribe if you'd like. Maybe you'll be my first subscriber. Who knows? But, this is Finney Gets Fit. Stay fit, my friends.